In this video, we'll learn about logging to the console. How do we check what values are in each variable? We have previously just been assigning things, but now we need a tool for us to visually understand our code. We use a function called nslog. Let's write an nslog function in the viewDidLoad method. So below super viewDidLoad, let's add a return, or actually let's add two returns. We can write nslog, and we can write hello world. Let's go ahead and run our application so we can see this print statement or anything inside of our quotes will be printed out to our console. If for some reason your console doesn't appear when you ran your application, make sure that you have a capital L and not a lowercase l. It's a common mistake to substitute one in for the other. Just make sure your syntax is the same. And then you can also open and close the debugger area in the bottom here by pressing on this little middle button here. You can also enlarge your console area by pressing on this button here. However, in the future you may need to see the debug area, so you can open and close it with that button. We also learned about a different method named didReceiveMemoryWarning. So if we scroll down here, I'm actually going to close my console. We scroll all the way to the bottom, we see void didReceiveMemoryWarning, and we know that we can write code inside of our curly braces. So below our comment here, let's go ahead and write another nslog statement. We can write didReceiveMemoryWarning method is evaluating. And if this method is being called, this nslog statement or the material inside of our quotes, the characters inside of our quotes, should print out to our console. So let's hit stop and go ahead and rerun our application. And we see that only hello world is printing out, which is a hint to us that only the stuff inside of viewDidLoad's curly braces is actually being evaluated right now. So what is a function? Well, a function is simply a way of doing something. In this case, we give our function a format string, which is the @quote part here. This is what we call our format string. And this function takes what's ever put inside of the quotes and displays it to the debugging console. nslog is a very common tool for debugging, as you can see what your variables hold at each point. I want to be very clear that nslog does not affect our computer program. Instead, it is used by developers so they can track what methods are being called and in what order, as well as the values of variables that have been assigned. We'll learn how to print out variables to our console in our future video.